Hey guys, we are the local neighborhood experts. I'm Sharon and this is Kyle. And today we are in studio.
We are.
Yeah, we were in studio at my house, aka my house.
Yeah.
And Kyle went to Seven Brew today and we picked up some Seven Brew and he said this is a straight up Americana, right?
So when I went in there, I was like, hi, could I get a coffee?
Right.
Thinking it's going to be, Dunkin' style. And the woman said to me, she's like, ooh.
Oh, so you went in, you walked in?
No.
Okay.
But again, the line.
Mm-hmm.
And they have zero chill. They're like, hi, no, we have 5 cars in this line. Go to the other line.
Oh, okay.
So they just go.
Okay.
Cold brew was easy. And they said, we don't do drip pour over coffee like that.
Okay.
It's espresso. So that's an Americano. And I got to tell you, my car was like, the smell was very, very good.
This is good. I mean, this is really good coffee. And I'm so really surprised. I know I always poo-poo on, corporate, but this is good.
This is good because I even like this cold brew. It's got good flavor.
Okay. Would you go back there? Yeah.
I would 100% go back there.
Yeah.
Lucy sent me a video of a line that was, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile long for a place like this. I don't know what state. I don't know where it was. I don't know if I would wait that long for this.
Right.
There was no line there though. Went there, drove up, easy.
Well, you're in the middle of the day too.
$10.
Yeah. $10.
$10.
You see, that's a lot.
$10.
That's a lot for coffee.
It is an espresso shop though. I think that's fair.
I do feel the jolt. I'm not going to lie, but that's a lot for coffee. $10 for 2 cups of coffee?
It was like 9 something. I left $1.
Okay, but still, I mean, I guess that's what it is. It is what it is. That's not bad. $5 each, but no, it's not really bad.
It feels kind of standard. I mean, if you go to a place that rhymes with Unkin, they their large black cold brews like almost $5.
Okay.
Almost. So I mean, this is also 24 ounces. I wasn't gonna get 32 ounces.
No, that's a lot.
That's a lot of cold brew.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee. But this is good. I have to say this is really good.
This is good. Honestly, on the way back, I do agree. I would stop there.
Okay.
If it was midday and I was on my way back and I knew it was there, also definitely figured out that parking lot.
Oh, okay. Because first we were like driving around. We weren't sure how to get around.
They did. They have ways of getting it in. They funneled it in.
Okay.
You have to turn so sharp though. Like if any of you guys have ever been in there, it's such a sharp turn coming in from across the Lowe's Plaza. And then if you're coming from...
Okay.
Oh my God. If you're coming from Fisher, it's way easier.
Okay.
Way easier.
So this is Seven Brews Coffee on Hooper in Toms River.
In Toms River.
Yeah. So, yes.
We went there. The last time, we got the mocha there.
Yeah.
And there was no coffee in this. This is good.
Yeah, this is good. This is a very good. Yeah, it's a good cup of coffee. So today we are in Beechwood, and this is where I live in Beechwood.
This is where all the ideas happen. Yeah,
this is it. This is the table where we start thinking and bouncing off ideas. This is where I call Kyle. I'm like, we should do this. We should do that. He's like, oh, here we go, Sharon, again with another idea. But I always have ideas. Always.
Your ideas are good.
Even Tyrone goes, oh, here we go again. My husband, he's like, okay, he knows. He goes, here she go. Can I sit? And I'm like, I start to think and I start to write things down. And I'm like, okay, we should do this. I'm always reassessing.
When you get creative though, and these are always great sessions that we have.
Oh yeah.
We come out with an idea. We come out with something. We're not perfect. What are we trying to do here?
With what? The podcast?
Yeah.
We are, we always say we're the local neighborhood experts and we want to really highlight the neighborhood, we always start off with coffee, highlight the other local businesses. And, obviously I'm a real estate agent, if you guys didn't know this already. And then Kyle's a loan officer. Yeah, if you didn't know, really. If you didn't know by now. If you don't know. But I always feel like it's about community. I want to live someplace where I feel like there's a sense of belonging. Even if I choose not to I guess go to these particular places, I like to know that it's there. Kind of like when I used to live in New York City. I wasn't a thespian. I wasn't going to the theater. But it's nice to say that if I wanted to go to the theater, it's just right down there. You know what I mean? So it's that I want to have that sense of knowing where everything is. I want to know, okay, if I want to have a coffee culture place, where am I going to go? If I want to have a gym culture, if a hair culture, whatever culture I feel like I want to participate in, I really want to know about it. And that's what we're here to do, to really, to really showcase those tribes, those places to go to, and also sprinkle in real estate, have real conversations about your neighborhood and where you're going to live.
Yeah.
And not in a hitting you over the head with just real conversations that people have that really want to know things, and that's what we're about, just real conversations.
That's the thing, this is a lot more than just we're going to coffee and we're going to business and we're sitting here and we're filming. There's like day to day, there's real conversations that happen all the time from real people.
Yes.
You know, about a house. A house is a living thing. Like, we're kind of sitting here like having a coffee and we're like, oh, we're local neighborhood experts because we do this thing. I don't think that makes us experts. I think what makes us experts is navigating that field and helping other people do it.
Right. Well, I'll ask another agent, where is there a coffee? They don't know. So I think we are. I mean, you ask me, I can tell you all day long where to go. You tell me exactly what, and that's what I mean by experts. I'm not a coffee expert per se, but I could tell you more than what someone else is. So I feel like I'm a coffee, I guess, expert in a way. I could tell you where to go to get a good cup of coffee. Where you want to go to work remotely, I could tell you that. Where you want to go for culture, I could tell you that. Like, I could tell you because, so I don't know about you.
So you're cultivating your expertise by going to more and more places.
Yeah, definitely. I could tell you. And I say that we use coffee as the beacon. Like, that's where the first place. But if you're not a coffee person, then you have to find your own beacon.
If we're going to a new place, right? We're going to meet there. We meet there early in the morning.
Yeah.
First thing we're going to do, be like, hey, you had coffee yet?
Yes,
no,
that's the first thing. That's the first thing.
So go get coffee.
Right.
Then you figure out, where do people worship? Where are the kids going to school?
Right.
Right? If you're hurt, where are you going for care? Who's your pediatrician? Who's your doctor?
Exactly.
I was having a conversation the other day with my neighbor about doctors and care. Mm-hmm. Apparently, like, we are vastly shorted in the medical field. Okay. The doctors and general practitioners. So, like...
Right. So if that's important to you, then you're going to want to make sure that you know where the right care is, where your doctors are, where the specialists are, where the hospitals are, the urgent care. You want to make sure you know that if that's important to you. And again, we're not going to tell you about every single thing in the neighborhood.
No, I think you are, because that's the thing is, like, as it takes shape, it's a local neighborhood expert. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, your neighborhood, like, you're going to move here, or you want to move to this area? Here's the schools. Right. Here's the hospitals. Here's the... We'll be the first to tell you where the coffee is, right? Exactly. Where we'll sign the paperwork, where the local law offices are. So,
and then also going a step further, we're going to know who the plumbers are, who the contractors are, who the tile guy is, who the pool man is, like all of those people that are in the neighborhood that are. So you want to
introduce themselves to to us, and we introduce ourselves to them. You're in a lot of chambers, you network like crazy.
I do know a lot of networking, lots of networking.
There's a lot of opportunities out there.
Yeah, there is. And so it's good that that's why I say when we say experts, that's what we mean by experts, which I think makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna go into coffee news since we're talking about expert coffee.
Actually, there are a lot of things.
Yeah. So
you taught me some things. I can't wait for this.
So coffee news. Okay.
The neighborhood spotlight is under construction.
Yes.
We're trying to figure out how to deliver. You said it before. We're in the process of, like, this is a studio.
Yeah.
What is
we're
working?
We're cultivating what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Exactly. We're stewing the brew. We're stirring the brew, if you will.
Yeah, I think we're going to restructure it a little bit, and we're going to make it. But it's going to be more, I guess, palatable for people that are looking to really embrace the neighborhood. I don't want to just throw facts at people. We want to create a neighborhood spotlight where it's more meaty, more meat on the bones kind of thing. I think right now it's more of a structured skeleton. We want to just put some more meat on the bone.
Yeah, we'll see. Because there's a lot to a neighborhood. Yeah. There's a lot to a neighborhood beyond the average home price.
Yeah. I don't want to, and I don't want that to be the case. I don't want it to turn into some kind of real estate-esque. Like, I want it to be more, I guess, culture driven. I want it to be more informational and more. I want to know the heart of the neighborhood. That's where that's where I want to go.
Right, because that's what you were talking about before. When you live in Brooklyn, like, where the heart for certain people are. Mm-hmm. You want culture and theater? Over there.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, you want soul food? Over there.
Yeah.
You want, right? Whatever you want. The neighborhood has it. So
like even pizza, like where's a great place for?
Oh my
I know. Where's a great place for pizza? Like I
Great
really want to know.
conversation.
That's where I want to have when we do the neighborhood snatch up. I want to say a great place for pizza would be like Frank's, blah blah blah.
You're gonna cut so many people out though, because there's so many good ones.
But I mean, we're not gonna say that's the. We can say the 10 great places for pizza, but you know, because there's pizza is like a lot of pizza places.
Pizza's personal. If you've made it this far, drop your favorite pizza place.
And even Chinese food. Oh my gosh! Like to find a really sometimes
there's only New Great Wall.
Okay. There's a lot of nice places. I like the best. Was it best Was it the best something? The
you
best
don't even
Chinese
know the
food.
place. Exactly.
I think it's called the best Chinese food. I like that place. But I mean, where is your best Chinese restaurant? And that's what we want to. That's what I would like. So if we're gonna go into a neighborhood, I want to be able to say, okay, those rattle off those places, and people can say, okay, you know what? Let me go check that place out.
And that's why we need. So like, also at the same time that we style ourselves experts, we're only experts because of feedback, from anybody watching.
Right.
Right.
But this is our opinion, though. It's not like the Bible. So it's like, right. So this is my opinion.
That's our little legal protection.
Yeah, this is my little opinion,
That's a self-styled expert. This is my opinion.
Yeah, this is my opinion. If you like somewhere else, then it's fine. Go there.
Yeah, be wrong.
Yeah, it's okay.
You can be wrong.
Yeah, so I don't feel like my opinion is wrong or your opinion is right too. So it's just our perspective, on what we think the neighborhood should be. It is, or whatever. The best paint place. And we could go on and on.
Is our perspective worthy of listening to?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we've gotten so many viewers. People that like us. People think we're likable. I think I'm likable.
They do?
Yes, they like us.
You guys like us?
They like
That's
us.
adorable.
Yes, they do. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to definitely cultivate, that portion of the show.
Yeah, we will. We will, because there's a lot to the neighborhood. All right, what's going on in the news world?
Okay, so coffee news again. So Chick-fil-A actually started a coffee shop. It's called Daybright, and now it's not going to be anything on Chick-fil-A. It's actually a coffee shop, and they specialize in specialty coffees and cold presses and smoothies and stuff like that. So it's almost like a Seven Brew, but now it's called Daybright. And they think they started out in Georgia, so it's not that well known yet, but it's starting. It's coming.
That's where they're beta testing it, right?
Yeah.
That's where they're piloting it?
Yeah, they're piloting it. But the same thing for Coach. The Coach store has a coffee shop.
What?
Yeah.
Coach Coffee?
Coach Coffee. Yes.
I've seen this guy, okay, in my scrolling time. Some of those places have restaurants.
Yeah.
There's a guy who lives in New York and is like a cab driver.
Mm-hmm.
Like the New York Turk or something like that.
Okay.
I think he went into like clothing stores that have restaurants built into them.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No, that's what everyone's doing now. And that's another thing on coffee news. There was
You're about to talk about the place, right?
Which one?
Near Miss Mindy's?
Oh yeah, a new coffee shop is going to open up in Bayville.
That's Bayville.
Yeah, Bayville. Yeah. It's called Rooted. So I saw a sign. I was like, "Whoa!" You know me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Kyle!"
I got the call.
I did. I was like, "Kyle, this is a new coffee shop." It's crazy. So, but right there, there's Miss Mindy's, and then there's like 3 stores down, and they're going to have actually a coffee shop. It's called Rooted, and apparently Miss Mindy's has some affiliation with that. I don't know if it's her. Some relative is going to open that up, and it's going to be like a hybrid. It's going to be some sort of workout studio in the morning, and before Rooted actually opens up, and then it's going to be the coffee shop. So they're going to share space.
That's
which
awesome.
Is fine. That's what people need to do because the rents are so expensive now.
That's people working together.
Yeah.
Hey, you got your thing that you know and love.
Yeah.
I got my thing that I know and love. Can we make it work together?
Oh yeah, totally.
Take a drink to go after your workout, and then serve the general public.
Yeah.
Throughout the day. I think that's smart.
Yes.
It's a way to make the most out of that space instead of it just being like nobody's using the gym. I'm wasting all that money.
Right.
Wrong. We're still generating some type of excitement out of that place.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's so cool.
And then going back to what you were saying, there was a bicycle shop that has like a coffee club once a month. Yeah, I saw that on Instagram as well. So they actually, they're a bicycle shop. People come back like once a month and they just meet up for coffee. They do like a pour over there. They play vinyl vinyl records, and they just kind of.
That's great.
Isn't that cool?
That's great.
So I was like, we should definitely do that. I would love to have a coffee shop.
That's the neighborhood.
Right.
That's
That's what we want to talk about. Right.
Yes.
Right.
We need to meet those people.
That would be
Who's
cool.
doing cool stuff in the neighborhood?
Like that. And then I saw, and then what else? And then there's a guy, which I thought was crazy. He actually built a coffee shop in his trunk. So he has like a car, like a hatchback. And he opens it, and it's a whole setup. And he has like the generator to run it. And he just pulls up at places and he just sells coffee. He says he sells 300 cups a day. Yeah. This guy's the real deal. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, 300 cups.
That's a lot of coffee.
Because you said $5 a cup?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I only know this too. I don't know what the margins are in coffee. We could always ask Sadrina.
Yeah.
If we ever wanted to know like the mathematics behind it.
Yeah. But it's a lot because it's all that milk they have to buy, the coffees that they have to buy, the cups.
I just learned this the other day. Maybe I should get like I know I was talking with Anthony. Cito, right?
Okay.
It's like 3x cost.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the cost is, 3 times it.
Right.
However, in that cost though, you have to pay wages, you have to pay everything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's left over is not 3x cost.
No.
I don't know that side of it intimately, so I couldn't speak like that. I would love to talk to a business owner though.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a spot, a chair, little chair. Talk to somebody, see what it's like to own a restaurant.
No, it's true. I mean, it seems so cool, but I'm sure there's a lot of logistics that they have to deal with.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. Especially all that milk. You get oat milk, regular milk, light milk.
That they charge you more for.
Well, they have to, because I would listen. If it was my coffee shop, it would just be milk. I'm sorry.
You watch 18 minutes, 35 seconds. We just lost everybody. They're like, oh, she's not serving oat milk?
Because I have to buy all that milk. Imagine, hey, Tyrone, could you pick up the oat milk, the coconut milk, the flour milk, all the milks that you have to pick up? That's crazy. Well, my husband's lactose intolerant, so we don't need milk. It'll be a non-milk.
There you go.
It'll be a non-milk coffee
there
shop.
You go. Right?
Yeah, it would totally be a non-milk coffee shop. And what's the last one?
You have to cater to everybody, though. Come on, you can't do that.
I know. And then the last thing is the guy, he has like a coffee backpack.
Same dude, same ingenuity.
So he puts the coffee, he fills up the coffee in the backpack, and then he just pulls out and gives you coffee, pours it, has like a dispenser, pours it and gives it to you. And then the milk is like, I guess, on another side, and then you just squirt the milk out. And that's it. He just walks around with a backpack, and he goes around to like parks, and you want a cup of coffee, and it has like on the thing for coffee.
Where does he hide the roofies?
You see, that's negative. This poor guy is trying to make a living. But I mean, listen, I know none of this stuff is like
coffee. That's backpack coffee. Okay. Backpack coffee.
That's it. But I mean, listen, you got to do your hustle.
Oh yeah.
Backpack coffee.
Backpack coffee.
Yes, exactly.
On rollerblades.
Yeah, like,
okay.
Like, hey.
I've got to pour the cappuccino.
No,
Come
but
on.
that is so cool, though.
Come on.
But listen, everybody has a hustle. That's,
Can I tell you something? Yes.
Yeah.
Good on that guy.
Good on that
He's
guy.
not sitting still. He's not doing anything. He knows that he's worked his 9 to 5 and his 5 to 9 is I'm going to pour backpack coffee. Okay? For tired, weary travelers.
I mean, if I was
he covers 9th to 13th.
If I was in the park, okay, and I wanted a cup of coffee, and I didn't feel like I'm serious. I didn't feel like walking to Dunkin' or wherever the hell I was, and the guy rolled up with his backpack coffee, I would say, okay, I would buy it.
Did he? So,
oh my
somebody need, if anybody's watching to this point, please animate this story. I need Sharon walking in the park and a guy on rollerblades pulls up to her. You look like you could use some coffee.
Yes. And I would buy backpack coffee.
Oh my
would
God.
you buy trunk coffee?
100%.
So what's the difference between trunk coffee and backpack coffee? It's concealed. It's not like he's rolling it in his hand. He's not washing his hands and then giving it to me. It's in the backpack.
I'm watching trunk coffee be prepared in front of my eyes. Backpack coffee was prepared off-site and brought to you. You have no idea.
He just has the dispenser. The guy with a trunk, he's doing the same thing. He's pouring it from a dispenser, from that apparatus in the trunk.
And he needs power to turn that on?
He has the this one is thermal powered. The other one, thermal.
Thermal. Okay. The power of the sun.
You're just hating. You're hating right now. You're hating right now. I would have. Okay, comment below. Would you have backpack coffee?
Help us. Are you?
I would have backpack.
How much would you pay for your backpack coffee?
$5. This man has a hustle. He had to get the coffee, brewed it, poured it in the backpack. Then he has to re-up. He has to re-up.
How many ounces can he carry on?
I don't know. He doesn't have 300 cups of coffee down in his backpack. He has to probably have maybe 50 cups. Maybe, and then he has to go back to wherever the hell he went, and then he has to pour more coffee in there.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
he needs a hub.
He has to re-up. He has to re-up on his coffee.
He needs to re-up. Okay? He needs to go back to his big homie, and he needs to get more so that he can keep hitting the park.
Yes! Yes, he has to hit the park.
Can you imagine if his big homie was Starbucks and he's like, yo, homie, could you
that would be hysterical. That would be hysterical. But hey, everyone has a hustle, and this guy has his backpack coffee walking around. I would love that if I went to a wedding and someone had like backpack wine, maybe.
Backpack wine. Sharon, you are going to get abducted. You're going to wind up in some foreign country and be like, where's this?
This is a great idea. I have a great, what's the guy that we watch all the time? Gary V. This is a great idea. I'm a Gary V right now.
You're like, watch, in 2027, backpack coffee is going to be
everyone's going to get backpack coffee.
138% growth.
Listen, I could be right now with my backpack and then someone could pull up.
Go ahead, Sharon. Go corner the Beechwood Market, okay?
Yeah, you see me walking up and down Beechwood like, no, that's a backpack girl.
Sharon serves backpack coffee.
That's right. I have a new moniker. Sharon serves backpack coffee. That's right.
That was the best coffee news segment ever.
Yeah.
It's not even what we want to talk about.
No, that wasn't even it. Okay. But yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the end of coffee news.
Oh my God. That was the best coffee news segment ever.
Okay. So what are we talking about today? Why are we still ashamed of renters? That's the question. Why are we still ashamed of renters?
Are we ashamed of renters?
All right, so
Go ahead, Judy.
I'm Judge Judy. I have to say, and I'll tell you this. I went to a chamber event one time, and this woman came up to me and she said she's renting and she's, trying to buy a house, and she went through a loan officer and they told her that she's not able to buy a house. And I had to say, I was a little judgy. I know, I feel bad. I do. But I was, because I feel bad. I do. I was a little judgy, and I shouldn't have, because I do know, like intellectually, I know that if you're a renter, it doesn't mean that you're less than. And I wasn't saying the girl was less than, but I was just thinking about, wow, she doesn't own a house, and all of these other things kind of popped up in my head. And I think that other people, I guess I could say Sharon and I'm a judgy. I could how you could say, you admit something. I'm Sharon and I'm a judgy.
I'm Sharon and I judge.
And I judge.
I've been non-judgmental for 3 days now.
Listen, I rented for a long time as well. Everyone, Kyle, we've all rented. I'm a renter, so I know what it's like. I had the renter's mentality, in the terms of having a landlord and making sure the other people fix my stuff. And so I don't have anything bad against renters, because I was a renter. But as a homeowner, it just feels like, but it shouldn't be like that. And I'm saying I'm working towards being a better person and not being so judgy. I am, seriously, and not being so judgy. And I feel like, honestly, if I was a renter, oh my gosh, you know how much money I would save?
Oh man.
Oh gosh, you know how much money?
All those HVAC bills you don't pay for.
Oh my gosh.
All right, can we?
Yeah, go ahead.
People don't talk. I don't think people talk about enough about that.
Wow.
And then I think, the Grant Cardones are the people who talk about renting.
Yeah.
And talk about it openly.
Yeah.
They, they own apartment buildings, so it seems like they have an edge. He's not wrong though.
What?
I used to think oh, you're renting. Why don't you own a home? I wanted to own a home. I thought that as a renter, owning the home, greatest thing in the world.
I thought when I own a home, I'd be rich.
Telling you right now, that ain't true.
Not rich.
Okay? On the other side of that home ownership rainbow is not a pot of gold. It's a leaking roof.
Yeah.
It is a water heater that burst all over your floors, and now you have a homeowner's insurance claim. Okay?
Yes.
There's so many things that maybe people in our space are buy the house, date the rate, just get it.
Yeah. We're not. No.
No.
You have to be able to afford, and affordability is, I think that's the key. People don't really discuss. They think you don't want to rush into a house and become house poor.
No.
And
you can't. It'll swallow you alive.
Right. And
your first couple of mistakes will literally cripple you.
You look at some houses, you drive around and you're like, wow, they didn't fix their fence. Their yard looks like crap, but it's because they're house poor. They can't afford to fix their fence. They could barely afford to buy groceries.
Yes.
So it's real conversation. It's real situations. And I feel like sometimes people in our industry, unfortunately, they push people to do things that they shouldn't, that maybe they should hold off on.
I know.
And it's not just about, social identity, like, oh my gosh, I want to be a homeowner. Sometimes it's best to wait and best to be in a situation where you can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, so I'm definitely not going to be as judgy as I used to be in terms of that. It's a good thing to wait. It's almost like having children. We were talking about it. Sometimes you got to wait to have kids. Sometimes you got to wait to buy a house. You
can rent. Like I used to poo-poo on renting. Oh, you're giving your money away to your landlord. Yes, it's not wrong.
True. It's not wrong.
Okay. Yes, you are paying that man's or woman's mortgage for a period of time.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not wrong. Okay. There is a mortgage, or unless the house is owned, you're literally giving them money. However, what you're not doing is you're not paying for all of the incidentals. You're only paying for space. And if you're investing the difference, you're not doing anything wrong. If you're buying a home for, say you have a mortgage for $3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. 500 of that is going towards the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you have rent of $2,000 and you still have the same $3,000 disposable and you invest $1,000, you're investing more.
Right. And that's I think that's
you're investing more.
That's the financial bubble that people need to really grasp.
I think that's the crux of it.
Yeah.
It's not the house. It's not the rate.
Right.
It's affordability. Like general life affordability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think that.
Just a cup of coffee, 2 cups of coffee is $10.
Yeah, honestly, I can make a cup of coffee in my house.
Yeah, and that brings up other things though. Can you save your way to a house? Can you save your way to wealth? Do you also have to earn more?
There's a lot.
Backpack coffee.
That's what I'm saying.
That guy's hustling.
That's what I'm saying. But you have to do a little hustle.
I know I joked a little bit.
I know, but
hustling.
But you cannot just say, I'm going to work a 9 to 5. We're going to save up as you say, that $1,000 extra. People don't have that $1,000 extra.
$12,000. That's $12,000 a year.
But they don't have it.
And your insurance went up 24%. And your
Everything's
electric
gone
went up 12%. And your rent went up 3%.
And then not even just, being a woman, right? I got to get my hair done. I got to get my nails done.
Whoa.
I have to.
No. Have to?
Yeah. Okay, you're going to tell Lucy, that's his wife, you're going to tell Lucy she can't get her hair done? You're going to tell...
You know how many times we have gone to the mat over that?
Exactly.
We have gone...
Exactly.
We have flirted with the finger on the button of World War III.
I know.
For have to get your hair done?
Yes, has to get her hair done. I know, Lucy's wife's fly all the time. Her hair is always done.
This is where I'm going to put the financial hat on.
Here we go.
If that hair every single month is the difference between your credit card balance is growing or shrinking, that's a conversation that has to be had.
I totally agree. But usually that's not the hair is not the defining factor. Usually.
No, it's the hair, nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, facial, waxing.
Shoes, bags.
Oh, there we go. See, there we go.
No, you can't take my shoes and bags away. You can't do it.
Ready though? You have to budget for it.
Yes.
That's the first thing that people that we have to establish.
But I could say myself, I don't have to have 7 Brew Coffee 5 days a week. I could probably have 7 Brew Coffee maybe 2 days a week.
Because you know you.
Right.
And you're being truthful to yourself.
Right.
I think some people do keep up with the Joneses.
Right. That's the problem. So I feel like if you're a renter and then now you're living in this rented house and then you're still buying every day you're buying 7 Brew, not 7 Brew, love 7 Brew, but I'm using that as an example.
It's a broad example.
Right. So you're drinking
$5.
So you're going to buy corporate coffee, you're doing everything, doing the most, keeping up with the Joneses. How are you going to save that money? So I feel like even with home buyers, homeowners, the same thing. You have to be able to, I don't know. I don't know. I think.
You ready for this? Renters have this budget for fun.
Yes.
They're not investing the difference. So their net worth is not that of a home buyer because they don't have that forced savings feature. A home buyer, though, now doesn't have this budget. because they're house poor. Congratulations, you bought a $500,000 house. Now you can't buy coffee. Now you can't go out to Chili's. Now you can't go do X, Y, and Z. And you feel miserable.
Right.
Miserable.
Yes, because I want to go and still want to go on those vacations once a year. I want to go on the grand vacation once a year. And as a renter, they're going all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Because you're not responsible for a $40,000 roof.
But can we say it though? But can we... Okay, so let me just tell real talk. Real talk?
Real talk.
So I have income property. And my renters, before this one, I have really good renters now. I love you guys. But the other renters I had, yes. But the other renters I had destroyed my house. So renters, some have this mentality that's a little...
So that's another divide of like, how do you welcome somebody into your property while also maintaining the understanding of this is my property and you're borrowing it?
Well, you know what? I do have to, so you have to really go through case by case basis. And I'm not making, and I think that's the problem. I think you can't make a broad,
correct.
Yeah. So I think that's where I'm at. So that's where
every
I'm at.
applicant is different for us.
Right.
Every applicant is different for us. Your balances are different, everything.
Right. So I feel like, but unfortunately you just have I had such a bad experience that when I see a renter, that's where I go like they don't care.
You're defensive.
I do.
Right? So a little bit of like that identity, like, hey, this person is already not like me.
Right.
They're not a homeowner. They're a renter. And like, we got to break that down. Yeah.
So it's an unconscious, I am in a higher status than they are. And I'm not in a higher status. I'm just in a different status. I'm in it. Right.
Hi. Not doing great financially. Well, I'm actually not where I want to be financially. Is that fair?
Right. That's
it's not
fair.
that I'm doing
that's
bad
fair.
or
That's
good.
Fair.
It's not where I want.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Part of that is budget. Part of that's lifestyle. Part of that is, income and spending.
Right.
So it's not something that any of us are immune to. Egg prices go up for everybody. Milk prices go up for everybody.
Yeah.
Insurance prices go up for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the other thing they don't tell you.
What?
Well, I think I like to tell people.
What?
When you buy a home, your rent goes up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your rent goes up. You're at $2,000 a month. I'll use round numbers. 3% is $2,060. Now your rent is $2,060. Okay? Your interest rate doesn't go up on your house. So maybe your mortgage payment stays at $1,900.
Okay.
Your insurance policy goes up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your taxes go up.
Everything goes up.
Then your servicing company that holds your mortgage payment, they have to hold more in reserves.
Mm-hmm.
So now your monthly mortgage payment has gone up by 6, 7, 8%.
Mm-hmm.
You're not always better off as a homeowner. People are like, oh, but your payment will never go up. No. Your principal and interest will never go up. It's locked over 30 years. That's not to say your homeowner's insurance isn't going to go up or your taxes don't go up. Things go up. If you get on a payment plan for your heating system.
Yeah.
Now you owe $200 to New Jersey Natural Gas.
Yes.
For your heating system.
Yeah.
It's not straightforward.
It's a lot. And I think I just want to circle back and just basically say it's a lot to own a home. And I feel like you have to know the numbers. And I think it's not just a mortgage. I feel like a lot of renters, the first thing they ask, what's my mortgage going to be? But you have to think about all the other costs of getting into that house and live. And then once you're in that house and you say, okay, I could pay all those other costs related to the house, then you have to live.
Yes.
You have to buy the coffee.
Yeah,
you have to go. You join the gym still. You're getting your hair done. You're going to do all the other things.
You say? You said that to me once, that you and Tyrone have a budget for fun. You guys have to do something like fun for your marriage.
Oh,
you can't buy a house and just sit there and be like,
no.
You ever see those clips of the people who are like, we had just enough money for the down payment, not for furniture?
Yeah.
And it's like burden and it's like barren. You can't do that.
I mean, if you listen,
I love your fun budget idea.
I think that I always tell them you have to have fun with your spouse. And even so, you can't just say, okay, we're going to just save up enough money to buy this house and then just stay in the house.
And then rice and beans. Beans.
You have to live. You have to live. And whatever that living is, if you want to have rice and beans, is fine. But then you have to say, okay, let's go out.
Sure, it's fine.
You have to go out too. So really think about, really speak to people, professionals, and find out if you can afford the house. And And if you can afford to eat rice and beans, for how long though?
If you can afford the house and the lifestyle,
Right.
I will be the first person to sit here and look at you in the face and say, if somebody can't afford the lifestyle and the house, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want somebody to be burdened and say like, Kyle, I can't afford to breathe. That's not comfortable.
Right. That's not comfortable. Yeah. I don't want to be part of that either. I don't want someone to live in a house and then they're like, they can never do anything because they have to pay this bill for the house.
No.
But then there's so many other things that you can do. You can do the house hacking that I heard about. You could do the boarders. You could have people living in the house if that's what you want to do. So there's different things to do. But again, renters originally.
I think we could talk about that though. We could talk about ways of like kind of breaking down. It feels like we've almost looked at the elephant in the room. We've said it. There is no difference between renters and homeowners. You can rent and invest the difference and have similar wealth. How about that? Similar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can have a similar outcome versus somebody who owns a home over 30 years and it triples. Yeah. Essentially, it triples in value. Right? So now that we can say that out loud and we can be people who are like, hey, we're not salespeople. We're home people.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
We're lifestyle people. We're neighborhood people. I don't want anybody in the neighborhood going bankrupt or foreclosing on.
No. I mean, I feel, again, I want everyone to get what they want, but everyone can't.
Right now.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like we shouldn't be ashamed of people that rent.
Hell yes.
Because right now they can't have it, but maybe they can in the future, and maybe they won't, but whatever it is. But we have to just judge people for who they are right now.
We could share that, right? How to put together a budget, what to look at.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How to buy. I think what people also too, and I wanted this. I didn't want a super pretty house.
Okay.
I didn't want a pretty house. I wanted an affordable house.
Yeah.
So if that affordable house is ugly and you got to put some blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Right.
You know, that's the other thing that society gets people on. Ooh, you're not in a 4, 2.5.
So that's why I always say, like, you have maybe it's a starter house. Starter houses are very small. You have to maybe just have to start with a starter house. Then maybe you could go into the forever house. Then maybe you can go into the next chapter house. There's so many different houses to go into. You don't have to be.
You mean that the kids have to sleep in bunk beds for the first?
I know, right? That's sometimes.
No.
Right.
Sorry.
Exactly. Sometimes you're gonna have to have the man cave.
Whoa.
No basement. No man cave.
Sharon.
Sometimes it's just that ranch. That 1-bedroom ranch.
Single story?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, when I was growing up, when my parents when we were just starting out, my parents we had 3 of us was in one room. My 2 brothers and me. We all shared a room.
That sounds terrible.
2-bedroom house, 2-bedroom apartment. And then we moved into a house eventually. But I mean, when we first started out, so sometimes you have to rough it.
I say that facetiously.
I know.
You look at where you're at today.
Yeah, now, I'm a homeowner. I have an income property. And it didn't happen like that.
No.
It took time. And it was planning.
Yes.
Like you said. So, yes. So I shouldn't be ashamed of the renters.
No. I don't think anybody should feel shame in where they're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not happy with your current station or want more from it, we're 2 people that you can have an open, honest conversation with.
Yes.
Hey, where are you at? Do you need help? What area do you need help with? Is it credit? Is it budget?
Yes.
Is it affordability in area? She can help.
Yes.
We can help. Have honest conversations. It's not, you said it there, it's not the rate. Mm-mm. It's not the rate. No. It's not your mortgage.
No.
It's, can you afford the lifestyle you're living in, the house that you want to buy?
Right.
If you can, awesome. We're here. If not, let's, break down the barriers to it.
Yeah. That was good.
This feels like this was a much better conversation.
Right? This is like a real conversation. I love it.
Oh, this is much better.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we were at last sip. Any last sip?
Last sip stuff?
Last sip stuff?
No last sip stuff.
No last sip. So we're good. So we had our last sip.
I really did. This is good.
This is good.
I actually, you know what? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I let the mocha give it so much justice. They have good coffee here. Maybe I would try their cold foam.
I would try anything. I think I love the convenient factor. I do love the 7 Brew convenient factor.
That is very convenient.
Yeah, very, and it's not too far. Right off of Fisher, which is good. And I'm always in that direction. I'm not Fisher. Hooper, and I'm always over there in that direction. So it's good.
I'm gonna wrap up. I had too much coffee.
All right, guys. That's it. See you next week. Bye.